not
You've never dealt with one.
Yeah, why do you think? I don't deal with carnies either, you know?
They're not gypsies. They
Yes,
just,
they are.
They just know paper.
Dude, there's a photo place up here on 86th Street.
Uh-huh.
How does it survive? Because they're lying to people. They're upselling people.
Well, they're the last game in town. That's how they survive.
But there's no more game.
Yes, there is.
No.
People want stuff printed.
No, they don't.
Give the people some context.
Okay. Well, do you want to describe it? Because this is your world that you're living in.
Okay, I was getting a photo. I am getting a photo enlarged and printed to have framed to give a gift to someone.
Oh, this is a gift. It's not for a creative project.
Well, that's like it's both, but thank God. Anyway, I go to B&H Photo, and I go, where can I get stuff like printed? Where do you suggest? And the place they gave me was. Actually, I shouldn't say this. I haven't gone to the place B&H gave me, so sorry for besmirching B&H. I went to my local. I
thought this was going to get anti-Semitic real quick.
Oh, no. Very Semitic. But
I don't know about you.
Pro-Semitic. But
we're neutral Semitic.
This isn't a pro-Palestine podcast?
Not while we're on.
Gotcha.
It depends on the guest.
All right. But what's it called? I got a different thing framed.
Okay.
For a Mother's Day gift. And I was like a local framing guy. I went to his guy, and this was like a legit, like, Fortune 500 companies go to this place to get, like, it was a big place, but thing is, because there's not a lot of photo places left, they also take small little idiots like me in.
Right.
And then they quoted me just an insane price for these 2 photos to get, like, enlarged. But the thing is, you see the quality of the stuff they do, and it's not a scam because... It really is quality, because then I took the small, like the regular photo that I have I'm getting enlarged. I was like, let me go to CVS and see what like CVS does. And it's like a nice photo. Like I went like through YouTube. I figured out how to, what's it called? Like through Photoshop, I made it like the right amount of like JPEGs
with
or whatever.
Pixel?
I did like, it's all
from your
that
phone?
stuff. No, from like laptop. Like really like.
No, I know that, but like the picture was
No,
from
it was from
your
a
phone?
camera.
All right.
So I make it like super high quality. The people at the photo place go, this is like more than enough. Then I printed at CVS, and even at CVS, like you could tell it was like not as good a quality.
You don't say.
Yeah. At those nice Kodak machines that, by the way, you can just steal those photos. By the way,
you can steal anything. That's why it's all locked up.
No, I know. But the thing is, like, trust me, I've done my fair share of shoplifting at CVS. But
recently.
I don't want to. When's this podcast coming out? 5 years from now, when the statute of limitations are over? No, but you know,
no.
It's.
Oh yeah. Big CVS is watching this podcast and goes, "That's the kid." You probably. Oh no, forget it.
No. But the photos in particular, there's just like zero like. At least there's some like crafty CVS workers who like they know what like shoplifting's going on. Those photos, the way they print the receipts, you could print. Literally 10 photos. You could rack up a bill for like $300 and pay $7.
Wait, they don't check you out at the machine?
No, they don't.
You have to go to the cash register after doing it?
They give you like an individual receipt per photo. So all you have to really do is just print out a receipt for $1 photo, present that at checkout, and you can just walk out there with hundreds of dollars worth of photos.
Insane.
But it's exactly.
But how many people are doing that? I've never seen anyone use the Kodak machines.
I've used that machine a couple times in the past like year or so, and there's never been one person waiting to use it behind me.
I've never known you're such a photographer.
I'm not a photographer, but I'm like slowly getting into it, just like
as a hobby.
No, just like
not for money.
No.
Thank God.
I got a nice camera for like comedy purposes,
right?
And I took like 1 or 2 nice photos. I was like, I'd like to have these. And I hate when people get like, they're like, oh, use Shutterfly. It's like that shit looks like it came out of like a digital printer from 2006.
Yeah.
Like it's just crappy photos. So like I got 1 or 2 things printed and they came out nice from the CVS machine. I think my problem was I made this one photo in particular, this most recent one. I made it like I overdid it with the quality.
What's a photo of?
It's like of you know what it was? It was unintentional.
You're gonna say your penis.
No. It's
unintentional.
It's my dick with the New York City skyline. As a skyscraper, all perspective, it's pretty nice.
Oh, I didn't know you drew for Pixar.
Yeah. But This is a whole fucking thing. I mentioned I go.
Shouldn't be that hard to describe. It's a
no,
picture.
I went to
It's 1,000 words.
It's a picture I took of my neighborhood, but there's a whole reason I took it, and it happened to be the day right before it got all orange and shit. I was like, oh, it's oddly
a little smoky.
It's oddly gray outside.
Yeah.
This would be a good day to take this photo because I bought this nice print of a photo for my neighborhood.
Wait, you bought a...
Yeah, I told you, this is the whole thing. I bought...
This is getting sadder and sadder
No.
as the story goes on.
This is what people do with their time. They get
No,
hobbies.
they don't.
I don't know. But anyway.
They have kids and families.
This is how I'm replacing it. What do you want me to do? Start drinking? Start doing pills?
You're already... Well, you don't do pills.
But I bought this nice print, and it's from like the 90s during like a snowstorm. And because of the gray sky, I was like... It was like around like 5, 6 o'clock. I was the day before it got all orange.
Right.
I was like, oh, like I want to like... maybe take a photo, see how my camera stands up. Same exact shot. Like repeating the shot from the print I bought.
Right.
I was like, maybe I'll get this printed and put it like next to each other, like in like a, on the wall somewhere type of thing.
Okay.
Ended up taking it, not good, but another photo I took, which was, I'll show you later. It's pretty sick.
Well, if it's not on good paper or ink or
well, the thing is,
you didn't frame it,
I'm
not interested.
I wish I knew we were going to talk about this because I got two printed. I got one paid for one at CVS. I have this extra one now that I'm just like, I got to give it to someone. It's pretty nice. Honestly, Rich, it looked great in your apartment.
Anything would look good here because I got nothing.
Exactly. That's the thing. So I have all this like blank wall space in my apartment too. I'm like, I want to fill this up and make it look nice. So I'll start getting like photos. This is another thing I'm fucking dealing with now. I bought a bunch of picture frames.
You're becoming like an empty nester, but you never had a nest.
I know. Yeah. I'm getting right to this. I'm starting the nest.
Okay.
But no. So this even goes back further. Oh my God. Did you?
It goes back further.
Did you buy anything during the pandemic? Just like you had just money to burn, so you're on your computer all day, like Instagram ad shit.
Bitcoin. And then I made it a career.
Oh yeah, how's that working out? The new company?
Yeah, it's okay.
It's okay. Okay.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years. Thanks for asking.
Yeah.
Anyway. What was I gonna say? I was going to buy, like a lot of cooking stuff because at the time I was really cooking. I didn't though because I knew I wouldn't use it.
Right. Once the tides turned.
Yes.
Back. Yeah. So I ended up buying all these like very cheap but like prints of like black and white photos of like cool New York things.
I like that.
Like I have an old Coney Island photo.
Okay.
I have this old photo. It's like the first highway that connected Long Island to New York, and just like a Ford Model A on it, just
a single car.
Yeah, it looks like the middle of the desert. That's how like old the photo. I have a bunch of shit like this, and then over the pandemic, I bought like all these frames for these things, but I just never put them together because like you're just moving apartments, COVID deal apartment. I didn't want to like.
Yeah, well, you remember that apartment.
Yeah, I didn't want to like hammer like a bunch of wall because like
smell like smoke forever.
Yeah, good times. But not by me. Neighbors smoked a bunch.
That's
anyway,
right. It's a smoking building, which only Kyle would find a smoking building.
They exist. They're grandfathered in.
I didn't know that until you moved into one.
Yeah, but so I had all this stuff, and then this apartment I just moved in. It's not a railroad style apartment, but like it could be.
Your current one,
it's just
or
like
the last
it's
one?
a big rectangle current one. So like
Okay.
there's just a lot of blank wall space.
Yeah, it's a long apartment.
So I'm like, now's the time. I'm going to put these things in the frames. I'm going to put them up and nice. But now you like walk into my apartment, and there's only one like section that has them up. But I look like some like just douchey tourist that went to New York and bought a bunch of photos of New York. It's like, yeah, this is where I'm from. Yeah, this is my fucking neighborhood, dude.
And they're like, oh, so you grew up in Manhattan?
No, never.
40 minutes on the LIR.
As a matter of fact, I hate Manhattan. I just happen to, I live here now, so this is where I put the photos up of. But it feels very like touristy.
You ever
like,
wanted to see outside, inside?
Yeah.
Come over my place.
In the 1940s? Yeah.
Yeah. You have the worst Hinge profile.
I don't know. Big news. I'm on Raya, baby.
You got a Rye?
I don't know how the hell it happened, but I'm on.
How'd you pull that?
I'm in the middle of a long story right now.
Okay, we'll finish back the pictures.
But I just look like a douchebag. Like I walked into my apartment the other day, and my new photo from the neighborhood. It's like a classy print, but all these black and white ones in this like it just. So I want to like take other photos and put them in these frames. Now that I have the frames up, It's kind of like training wheels for how I'm going to make my apartment look nice. These black and white photos.
Right.
So now I'm getting these other photos to put in. So it's just like they're actual like photos of people I'm like friends with, people I think events in my life, not just like it looks like not a secret agent, but just like a splinter cell lives in my apartment. Like if the FBI raided, they'd be like, this guy has no family. He's just like what's the word I'm looking for? Like corporate housing. You ever see the corporate housing photos? All the apartments are the same, and it's like the same.
Like a new building's up, and you go on Street Easy, and
that's what my apartment feels like now with all these black and white photos. So I'm trying to mix it up.
Gotcha.
So I'm using my camera for other purposes other than comedy.
So you're making your own stock photos.
I'm replacing. Yes, I'm like replace. No, Rich, I'm not. I'm making my own. I'm making my own life in pictures. I'm replacing stock photos with
pictures of myself in them that kind of look like stock photos.
No.
And old Model Ts.
Like, you ever been to someone's fucking house? No, that's the thing. I'm getting rid of the stock photos.
No, I understand that.
I'm flushing those out for like real, like to make it feel like a home.
I don't know. To me, it sounds like you're setting up your own coffin, like 60 years in advance.
Maybe. You never know. Never say never, Rich.
Listen, hopefully one day you die in there.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
That'd be nice.
Oh, man, that would...
we'll know where the body is.
Yeah.
How'd you get on the Rye?
Oh, this is big development. But before I say this, overrated, destroying my confidence.
Well, of course.
Because
you don't deserve to be
I know.
there.
The thing is, I get matches, but I just don't get responses.
Oh, I can live with that.
No, because after a while, it starts to hurt. Like, you're like, I can't, like, because you've been on other dates and other dating, like, it works out.
Yeah.
This shit, it's just like, who the fuck do you people think? Like, you all think you're just, like, this hot as shit?
Yes.
It's making me a better person. I'll tell you that much. It's making me, like, I'm going to go back to Hinge, a new man. I'm just going to be very forgiving.
You're
very
swiping
nice.
on the uglier girls.
Yeah,
You're like,
yeah.
listen, I'm just happy to be here.
Listen, I know how it feels like to be you, Toots.
Right.
So, but yeah, I applied. I shouldn't never apply.
Wait, you have to apply.
So
fill me in on the process.
So, like, I'm going to say a year before COVID.
I thought you got invited.
Oh, just wait. This girl who was like trying to, in hindsight, I realized she was trying to hit on me. She's like, we're talking about Raya, and I
Is there anything worse than that?
Yeah, women
nothing
have
worse.
no game. But
the worst. They're autistic. I've said this.
Just listening to the story. She goes, oh, I'll send you an invite. And I'm like, all right, like perfect. I'll get on this like app, which even at the time I knew I was like, I have no business being on this app, but like this person who's on is gonna invite me, like perfect. So I get the invite. Sorry, I don't get the invite. I download it, I apply, and we went our separate ways that day. And then I texted her like a week later. I was like, yo, where's my my invite? I got this app on my phone.
You followed up about the invite, not a drink?
Well, she was like friend, coworker-y type person. I don't want to reveal who this person was.
Okay, don't.
So,
don't care.
So we're talking. I go, where's this like Raya invite, by the way? And she's like, oh, like I'm not even like on that anymore. Like I deleted it a while ago. And I was like, okay. And then like the next time we texted, she was like, so do you want to like hang out sometime? It's like me and you, like not in like a workspace type thing. And I'm just like, oh, you never were going to invite me. You probably never were on Raya. You just wanted to like seem cool and have a reason to text. But now my application is in the universe. I applied.
Your ego was too big.
Explain.
That last sentence you just said, that's big ego sense.
What?
Well, did you not just hear yourself? You're like, oh, you were never even on that app. You just wanted to talk to me. You need Raya. Because
that's what she was doing.
All right.
She was just using this Raya ploy to like
she hot?
Hit on me. She's all right. Just I don't like, wasn't my type, but she was cool. Except for this whole thing. That wasn't ego. That was this was a bullshit move on her. I downloaded this app. I thought it was, anyway.
Definitely an autistic move.
Yes. Yeah, okay. So like fast forward to like March 2023. This is like over almost 4 years, actually. I say 2. This was like 2019 this happened. So March 2023, someone's talking about Raya, and I go, I applied like years ago. I'm curious, like, what the deal is. So I re-download the app, sign in, and it goes, your application is still under review.
Interesting.
And I'm just like, all right, delete the app. I got
See you never.
Same bullshit.
Yep.
Then like 2 days later, it's like, oh, by the way, you just got accepted. So I think me like earnestly checking after all that time was like, oh, this guy's not some like psycho or a creep. He just like was
strong
curious.
algorithm.
Yeah, and they let me in, and I've been on one date, and a lot of ghostings, a lot of just like mid conversation fall off, which is typical, but it just happens so much. I'm just like, and the thing is like you it's all Instagram based. Like you get verified through Instagram.
Oh, interesting.
Because like you see like because there are celebrities on. I've seen some celebs.
Fill me in. Say some names.
You can screenshot, by the way.
You can't?
For this reason.
Interesting.
Because I saw this prostitute that I know is a prostitute from my gym on it, and me and my friend like kind of stalk her IG. We've been doing this for years.
What? Are you gonna elaborate how you know she's a prostitute?
If you, Rich, one look at her Instagram, you'll know she's very much a prostitute. If that's all I need to say. Come on, you haven't seen. You don't.
I would like you to show me when we put the mics down.
We'll do. Okay. But I was like, holy shit, it's her. So I screenshot it and immediately arise like, this is forbidden like behavior. If you do this again, we will kick you off.
For the screenshot?
For the screenshot.
Wow, that's good. They got good algorithms at Raya.
It's a good app. Thing is, it is a good app.
It's a strong app.
Yeah. I hope they don't kick me. Like CVS is listening. I hope Raya's not listening to this episode right now.
There's a better chance Raya's listening than CVS.
But
even though the people that listen to this might work at CVS.
That's true. That's very true too. There's gonna be a whole new security system on the Kodak machine when I go back next week.
You're gonna get a lot of foot fetish fans when you walk into CVS next time.
I saw Camila Cabello. I saw
really.
Yeah. They do this thing where it's just like so and so is like because it's like you just don't see like New York for 2 miles or whatever your radius is. Right. You see like anyone and everywhere like across like you're in New York, but like so they'll give you like probably 30 people a day to see. 10 of those people are from like they're just like Instagram models from Australia,
right?
Spain,
That's so
Italy.
Cool. Does it say your follower count?
Well, you can click on their Instagram profile from the Raya profile and look there. So that's
that might hurt.
You see a lot of. Well, that's the thing. Let's say one thing at a time. Camila Cabello. So it'll be like you're traveling though. So it's like Camila Cabello is in New York from like June 3rd to June 6th, because like it'll like she'll set it be like, hey, I'm going to be in New York. Maybe I want to go on a date. So she sets it. Or if you just like I was in Seattle a couple weeks ago, and. My profile just like Kyle's from New York, but is in Seattle, like indefinitely. They'll say, but then for like the whole month, I've been getting like half my like random people are Seattle, Washington people.
Interesting.
Yeah,
they got celebs over there.
It was a celeb app. Now just any douchebag gets on.
Yeah, it's the
case in point.
It's the Soho House of apps.
There you go.
There you go. Clip it.
What was the other thing I was going to say about?
What would we do? You knew she was a prostitute.
So I've oddly enough, I think because of the stand-up thing, a lot of the stuck-up people are not the famous people. It's like they let these like hot finance chicks on, and they like. By the way, I love a hot finance chick in my life.
I'm aspiring to marry one.
Yeah. But they like. Those are the ones who like give you the heart. Like the people that like want to talk to me are like the influencer types and the like aspiring other like artist types.
Yes.
Which is like I'm not totally against, but like I don't know. I'm not like into the influencer look. Too much makeup for me.
It's a bit much. It's a bit fake.
Yeah.
It's a bit plastic. It's not real.
Like Nikki Glaser joke. She had this joke. She's like, oh, it's like it's dated now because I think it was before Instagram influencers got as big as they did. But it's like if your boyfriend says he doesn't like a girl in makeup, that means he's gay. He wants to date a man. And at the time, like 2017, it was funny. But now it's like you see so many like too much. It's like you're not even a person. It's disgusting with some of these.
And that's their whole life. That's their whole being is that makeup.
Yes,
some of them
absolutely.
are on there to put on makeup.
Yes, absolutely.
That's what's crazy.
Oh, I got to show you this app because it's like video based too. So I could
put some clips.
They'll be. You really could. There's like videos of people putting on makeup on the app. It's very odd. It's a whole thing.
Well, send me an invite.
I will. Oh, that's the other thing too. I've sent some invites. No one's gotten any luck.
Huh.
But like we let too many fucking idiots on recently. We're not gonna let this idiot let his friends on.
Let me ask you.
Oh no, I'll send you.
Send
a
me
request.
an invite.
I will. Yeah.
There we go. I didn't apply for Soho House. I will apply for this. You know, who didn't get in the Soho House. Fun fact. You probably
I didn't realize
this.
I didn't realize people applied.
Close friends of ours.
I thought it was just like if you have the initiation fee, they'll let you in.
No.
Interesting.
Tobin Miller and Tom Luciano applied together.
Tobin's
in, Tom's out.
Oh, I didn't want to say one of those two denied from Raya multiple times.
Luciano.
Tobin.
Really?
Yeah.
Miller doesn't seem like he probably just wants it for the status.
He does. I've been talking to Tobin recently. That guy's a lunatic. I'll say.
No, he's out of his mind.
I'll put that on the record for him.
He is low-key out of his mind.
I think I've told him to his face. He's nuts. In
Yeah.
a very funny way, but he's nuts.
No, he's a hilarious. We love him. He's a beater guy. But, yeah, no, he's out of his mind. He's doing the whole slithering thing now. At least he was like 3-4 weeks ago when I was with him.
Did you say slithering like Harry Potter or like slithering like a snake?
Slithering like a snake, which I think is how Slytherin
Can you
got his
lay
name.
this on me?
Yeah, if he sees a girl he's attracted to, he slithers around and acts like he's going to go talk to her, but he doesn't.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Can I tell you, by the way, that the light's not on
What do you mean?
for the video? It's just a stand.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I don't
never
put the
mind.
light on.
Oh, okay.
It's too artificial looking. It doesn't look real.
Me and Tobin were bullshitting the other day, and we were just like I don't know how it came up, but like we were waiting online for ice cream, and you were. I think I told you this the second time because we were hanging out. We were waiting for ice cream a second time, and I think you were there. And when we pitched this idea to you, yeah. The whole one kiss. Everyone knows the rules.
One kiss.
So it's like like the Portnoy one bite rules.
Yeah.
Like game. It's just like it's like a mock of that video, but like instead of like biting a pizza, it's like you kiss a girl. So it's like instead of like a peck on the cheek, it's like he does the one bite and then he eats the whole thing. Yeah. It's like a peck on the cheek, and you just like lick the whole face.
Okay.
And then you rate her. It's just like and it was one of those things.
That's all right.
Tobin thought it was like the funniest thing in the world. I was like, this is kind of douchey. I'm not gonna
It's
do
very
this.
douchey.
He's like, if you don't do it in 2 weeks, I'm gonna do it. I'm like,
all
you.
Go ahead. Find the girl.
But like,
actually, I know a few that would do it.
I liked Tobin too much too. We had differing views on like how it should go.
You had creative differences over this douchebag idea?
Yeah, exactly. Because it was getting like more. I don't want to shit on Tobin, but his ideas were like
for it.
Borderline psychotic.
Yeah.
Like he wanted to do it with like real women. I was like no, like this is like we get like an actress for this.
How would you recruit for that?
Exactly. Because he's like we'll do it 2-3 times with like actresses, but then celebrities will start wanting to do it. We'll start like kissing like Dua Lipa and Emily Ratajkowski. I'm like, you're out of your fucking mind.
What are you talking about? That's the same idea. That's when they started casting couch.
That's exactly where my mind was going. I was like, you are describing He's like, no, this is different. I'm like, this is my idea. I'm telling you it's not different.
He's like, no, we're standing on the street. What are you talking about? It's completely different.
This is Mia from 232 2nd Avenue, Upper East Side.
Yeah, like how do you pick the place? This is such a stupid idea.
Exactly. That's why no one's doing it. But Tobin was like ready to run. He was ready to shoot it that night.
I mean, you could probably do it with OnlyFans girls and put it on like Pornhub or something.
That's I don't want to say who his first idea was, but it was an OnlyFans person that we know.
I have an idea of who it is.
There's no need to say who it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Okay. Okay. Well, let me ask you this. This is a question I'm asking everyone.
Okay.
What's your dating schedule? And what I mean by that is what you do on a first date, what you do second, what you do third. Or maybe that's not the order you do it. I don't know.
I don't have a schedule, and I'm learning this is a comedian thing. They have this weird schedule, ritualistic thing, it seems like. And
what do you mean?
No wonder
girls are comedians.
No, guy comedians. They've been like, and I'm just like, no wonder you're single and you're just psychotic. The way I know this one comedian, he was telling me how like he's been on like dozens of the same date. Like the first date's always the same. The second date, always the same thing, different place. Third date with like multiple. I'm like,
yeah,
it's so formulaic. It's just like, what's
you mean a guy that repeats the same joke 200 times is
exactly.
It's formulaic?
But like in a sad way. I'm like,
Yes.
I
These
don't
are sad people.
Yeah, I don't know. I have no.
I've been doing that.
What have you
I've
been
been doing
doing?
the same place.
What do you do?
Same place for drinks, and I'll maybe mix it up after. I go to the Globe on 23rd.
I like the Globe. Globe, that's a drinking bar.
It's a good spot.
We were drinking there once, a long time ago.
Yeah, I've been there. I went there a handful of times when I used to hang out with Brad Stoll.
I believe Brad Stoll was there back in the day.
Shout out to him. He doesn't watch this. But yeah, so I know in my office is right by there. And it's a pretty centrally located place. So I was like, and then one kid from my office took a girl there. I was like, oh, that's right. I should check that out.
I've definitely been to the same place on like dates with people, but it's not like first date, gotta go. That's like psychotic to me. Like,
yeah.
Second
Bartender
date,
knows me
this
now.
place. Yeah, that's terrifying to me.
Yeah.
Just the idea of someone being like, oh, this guy again. Hey,
that's
this guy comes on Taco Tuesdays, gets the quesadilla. This
Yep.
fucking loser. You're like, that. Ugh, no, thank you.
Yeah, well, it's too late. It's already happening. The wheels are in motion, Kyle.
So the Globe, you go there, and then
and then second, I can mix it around. I could do a walk. Took a girl to mini golf, which isn't bad.
In the
I
city?
think right by your neck of the gay.
Is it Chelsea Piers?
No, it's indoor spot.
Oh,
I'll find the name of the place.
Is it
It's
attached to a 5-iron?
No, it's not affiliated with golf. I'll find the name. It's 9 holes of mini golf. It's like for $110. You get 9 holes of mini golf and 2 drinks. They gave me 4.
Ooh,
Shout out to them. Not a bad deal.
Okay.
Yeah, nice little setup, and it's quick.
You've just been once.
I just went once. Yeah. And then I've been doing a little. I was told to do a Central Park walk, hit a bar, keep walking.
You're not getting any action after mini golf, though. Hands touching too many dirty things to. You gotta.
Told it to that ring over there.
I don't know why you just pointed that football trophy, and I just imagined you like squatting on it, like it going in your ass.
I think that's what my dad thinks I do with it.
Wait, what were you pointing at? What ring?
The ring in front of it.
What's the ring?
It's a fucking gold piece of metal over there.
I know, but like, is it like a what is it? A ring of? Oh, it's a lady's ring.
Yeah, it was a ring.
Interesting.
Yeah,
not yours. It was a woman's.
No, I'm becoming a pinky ring guy, Kyle. If I wasn't fucking New York enough, I'm gonna wear a pinky ring now.
This isn't a pinky ring thing, but know who I saw rocking like a similar, like would go in that look. Who I was like, this motherfucker's
Ramonte
pulling.
or Mancusi?
No. Like, this guy's pulling. I've always liked this guy. We're not really like friends either. I just see him around like open mics and stuff.
Okay.
But you know Crenshaw White?
No, and thank Christ I don't.
Big black dude. He's a funny dude. But he's like a Broadway Greenwich guy.
Oh, no, yeah. I don't know him.
He's legitimately funny. And I saw him the other day, and he had like a fuzzy pink Kangol tilted to the side. And I was just like, God damn, that looks good. Like, you're like, no one can pull that hat off.
He tilted a Kangol?
It was.
How do you tint a...
I wouldn't even say Kangol, but it was like it was like a fuzzy pink, like Newsboy, like the slick one.
Like Cameron.
Very close to Cameron. No, not that's like a bucket hat Cameron had. This was like a Kangol style. I don't know if it was a Kangol brand,
like a paperboy hat.
Yeah, but pink and like velourish, and I was just like, God damn, this motherfucker's pulling that. Like he could pull out. If there was ever a time for a comedian to wear a pinky ring, it was Crenshaw in that moment.
Yeah, a pink, paperboy hat to the side.
Yeah, it was quite the look.
Just watch out, he might hit a woman if he puts on that ring. Holy shit, you're a big hat guy.
How so?
You want a Stetson?
I own a Stetson.
You unironically own a Stetson cowboy hat?
I've always wanted one, so I bought one.
Why?
Just something to watch when I watch Indiana Jones. I just started Yellowstone last week.
You 100% put that hat on when you watch Yellowstone.
I haven't yet.
That's such a lie.
I'll do it for you next time I watch.
You're like a guy that wears a Giants jersey when he watches the game at home.
I got a great picture of me in the Stetson, too, on my phone.
It's probably black and white, and you're going to frame it.
No, it's an iiPhone photo. I wouldn't waste the time.
Yeah, please.
Oh, did I tell you this? You'd like this. I got invited to... So my friend had a birthday party on Halloween. But it wasn't a Halloween birthday party. His birthday's like November 2nd or 3rd, but it made sense to have like the party on the 31st.
When you told me you didn't tell me this, I thought it was going to be something within the past 3 to 6 months.
This was 6 months ago. This is like October 2022.
Okay. I've seen you many a time since then.
Oh, this is 9 months ago now. Anyway, but he and I got really hungover. I got really drunk the night before. I was like, I don't want to go to this fucking party. It's all the way on Long Island.
Ugh.
It's just like, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna show up dressed up for a Halloween, and then when he tells me it's not a Halloween party, I'm gonna be like, you know what? I should just get out of here. I feel like an idiot that I dressed up for Halloween. So I dressed up as a cowboy. Like I shaved a mustache, put a flannel on, got the cowboy hat out, went out to Long Island, got there. No, my plan was working perfectly until everyone was earnestly telling me I really pulled off the cowboy hat.
I feel like you just made up that whole story.
No, it's a true story.
I feel like you made up that whole story when I said it's weird that you own a cowboy hat.
Rich, you know I'm not that smart or funny. But
no comment.
This is a good.
You wear a bandana with that costume?
Fuck, no, I'm not gay. Cut that. Anyway, no.
Keep it. Clip it.
No bandana. I don't own a bandana, but I do have a nice. I got upsold as a motherfucker when I bought this hat because I got upsold on a. I got a horsehair band for the hat.
Where are you shopping? Where is even a possibility they could upsell you horsehair?
Oh, you haven't been to a Kemosabe, Rich. Oh my God.
That's not a place.
It is. It's Kemosabe. It's like
a Japanese.
No, trust me.
Cowboy hat store.
I don't know why it's called Kemosabe, but it's like the hat for douchey East Coasters when they go to Colorado. You can buy a cowboy hat at Kemosabe.
Do most of the hats have a feather in them?
That's an option. If the thing is,
that's an option. That's an add-on.
That's an upsell. So the horsehair tail was they're like, want a feather? I was like, absolutely not. I'm not one of those guys. And then they were like, what about this black horsehair tail? I was like, I'll throw it on there. Let's fucking go.
How much? Let me ask you. And this might be a stupid question.
You're not getting this number? I realize I do say it in because I have a joke about buying a cowboy hat.
Well, I know how much a Stetson is.
Actually, it's not a Stetson, actually. It's funny enough. They shipped it to me in a Stetson box, not a Stetson.
What? What the fuck are you doing?
I wasn't taking this on a plane. I put too much money to get crushed in a carry-on. So I was like, just ship it to me.
Wait, where were you?
I was in Colorado. I've wanted this hat since I was a little kid.
No, I know. You've told me many a time. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah, and for my 30th birthday, I was in Colorado. I was like, you know what? I never buy anything for myself. I'm going to buy myself a fucking cowboy hat. And I did. Yeah.
Good. And a 7-year-old Jew was like, wow, you really do suck.
So, yeah, that's my apartment. It's filled with shitty stock photos and a cowboy hat. So
that's good. That's nice. God, and you're on Raya.
I've seen women on dating apps being like, I want a guy who... I've seen multiple comments about guys who have cowboy hats in their dating profile and
really?
Be like, don't be one of those guys that has a cowboy hat after you started watching Yellowstone. And since I just started Yellowstone after having this hat for 2 years or a year now, I'm just like, you know what? I want to address these women for shitting on people, but at the same time, I don't want to give them the time of day. I don't want to.
You just comment, lady, I'm autistic. I'm not a loser. I'm just on the spectrum.
Yeah, I just enjoy nice things, bitch.
Yeah.
All right?
It's the longest prompt response ever. When I was 7, I really wanted this hat on my 30th birthday.
Yeah. Is there a lot of dating app talk on this pod now?
Recently, yes.
Gotcha.
Since I became single.
How's that work? How's the dating apps working for you?
Hinge is hot.
It's a lot of fucking going on Hinge, yeah.
But I've had a big problem recently. I have a big drunk DM problem. Gigantic.
Step into my office. Oh my God.
Kyle, I'm waiting for the police to get me. I've done it so many times.
Pictures? What? Are you putting pictures in the DMs?
No, never.
Oh, okay. Oh,
wait, what?
I mean,
you're putting pictures
No.
in DMs?
No. I'm not doing that, but I know people that drunkenly send pictures of their dick to people.
Oh no, I don't do that. I just drunkenly go on stories and I just chirp the story.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I've been doing it
flirting.
Way too much.
It's flirting.
Yeah, no, it's bad. It's just people. I'm like, what? But here's the good thing. I only do it for the most part. The girls I'm not interested in.
Okay.
It's like
so
it's a validation thing,
you're following girls from Hinge that you aren't attracted to.
Oh no, this is girls I know. Yeah. No, follow girls from Hinge. No.
They know you though.
Yeah. From some sort of capacity in life.
You know, this is random, but it's making me think about this. I was out like eating like dinner at like a restaurant, like the bar at the restaurant, and I ran into like someone I knew through someone else, and we just like started talking, and she starts telling me, she's like, yeah, I blocked. We were talking about someone like one of the mutual acquaintances we had, and I was like, oh, I love that guy. And she goes, yeah, he's blocked on all platforms. I just blocked him on LinkedIn. And I was like, what? Who's
DMing on LinkedIn?
And I was like,
that's a horny bastard.
I was just like, you're being dramatic. Like, no, he's like legit psycho. Like, I have a lawyer in place. Like, I'm gonna get a restraining order. I was like, Jesus Christ. So
wow.
So when you say you're, I think your toe is only slightly in the water compared to some people.
Yeah, I'm not that bad.
Yeah.
No, my buddy, he drunk text girls. Just like random messages, like you're needed in the lair. And they're like, what?
That's making me feel good about some of the choices I made because I'm not there yet.
No, I don't think I haven't drunk text, exclusively drunk DM. But I might have gotten one of the biggest fish I've ever got in my life because of it.
There you go.
So there's a silver lining in all this.
Have you seen this girl currently?
No, I don't want to reveal too much. I'll show you pics off pod.
Interesting. Wow.
Because if I say she may or may not listen to the pod.
Wow.
But
cool. Good for you.
It's not bad. Shout out to you. No, but it's.
You ever see this? You know who J.R. Swish is?
J.R. Swish?
Sorry, J.R. Smith. His Instagram, J.R. Swish. Back in the day, at least. And I remember one time he was always like. Back when I think this was probably pre-Knicks. This is like 2012, 2013. I just got an Instagram, and my roommate was like obsessed with like J.R. Smith.
It's weird.
And like his like, because he was one of the first funny like athlete Instagrams. So it was like popular. Yeah. And I remember this one time. I don't know if it was like I think it was pre-stories. He just posted a picture of like a gray T-shirt because he posted a lot of stuff about like chicks and just like
that was his
and he posted this thing. He's like, only the real one knows. And it was just like a gray. It was like a close up of like a gray T-shirt. And in my head, I was like, he has the same inside joke with 20 women across this country. Because I think the comments were turned off. It was very much like
he knows.
It was a pro move.
You want a fun J.R. Smith story?
Please. Love J.R. Smith.
My buddy's brother, he's like a higher up in marketing for the NBA.
Okay.
Now he does like grades refs. But at the time, when the Cavs with LeBron the second time won the championship with J.R.
when Smith fucked up.
Right. When he was on the team.
Called timeout, yeah.
So they're partying at the club afterwards, and my buddy's brother's there, and LeBron walks in, a couple girls on his arm. You know, Kevin Love comes in, a couple girls. Was Kevin Love on the team at that point? I think he was.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah. And all these players are coming in with women. J.R. Smith no-showed. They find out his wife wouldn't let him go because she knew exactly what he would do.
I heard a funny story like that once too with it was like an old like Yankee story. I'm gonna fuck up all the names, but forget I said anything. But it was like a similar thing where just like all these like Yankees were talking about how, and like it was like a layman like us was like listening in, but they were talking about how they didn't want to invite Yogi Berra to this party because he's the only guy faithful to his wife.
Really?
They're like he won't bring a girlfriend. We can't trust him. Like that was the crux of the story.
That's it. Listen, and you can't blame the guys.
Yeah,
and that's back then before phones and shit.
Exactly. Oh, this is a story from like the 70s.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Yogi Berra, the 70s.
Well, he's an older guy.
Earlier.
That's the thing. Because I think the Yankee, I think Whitey Ford might have been involved. I don't know what exactly his error.
Whitey Ford banged, I think.
Yeah. I think he was the ringleader being like, yo, he can't come. That was the story I was told.
My dad has a good story. I don't think it's his story. I think it's a buddy's story. Bed-Stuy cop.
Okay.
They're driving around. They see a Ferrari pulled over on the side of the street. And my dad will call me when he sees this to correct this story. But I think I have it correct. They see a Ferrari pulled over in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn in the 90s.
Yeah,
you know, and there's no...
Right.
Even now, Ferraris should not be in Bed-Stuy. So they walk over to the car. Well, the one guy says, go out there, check it out to his partner. His partner looks. The window rolls down. He looks in, comes back, and goes, oh, yeah, it's a Mookie Wilson with a prostitute. And they're like, all right, let's get out of here. It's a World Series champion.
Right.
Respect the man.
There you go.
There you go. But no, it's hot out there, Kyle.
You're doing well.
So far, so good.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Do you go out to bars around here, Upper East Side?
Yeah, one girl talked me into going to some tapas place over here, and I spent a little too much money. Tapas is something you're too trashy to have. No, tapas... it might be. It's fucking Spanish finger foods.
I shouldn't have said what is like what type of tapas. I feel like tapas can be Mediterranean, it can be Spanish, it could be...
It was a Spanish. We got an octopus. We got a meatball. We got some sort of olive thing that I didn't like. It's pretty good.
And you blew some money.
Yeah. She knew exactly what she was doing. She doesn't watch.
Are you drinking wine? Are you?
Wine was being. And the guy was like, "Oh, do you want a taster?" And I was like, "I'm not going to tell the difference. You could put whatever the fuck." I hate this.
That's a whole myth. The whole wine thing.
Wine is a myth.
Yeah.
Well, it's not. It exists.
But it's a marketing scheme. It's like you know, they say they go to Europe. Like in Europe, Stella is trash.
Yes.
In America, it's nice. In America, Budweiser is nice, but you go to Europe, Budweiser's kind of class.
But what's Bud Light?
You know what it is. I'll be honest. I think that whole thing kind of blown out of proportion.
That's not what people are thinking. Sales are down 24%.
They'll be back. Oh my!
I don't know.
That's too. What are the other options?
Oh, this is fun. Guess what the number one beer in America is now? If you know, it's not fun.
Heineken or Corona?
Not even close. Corona, you're close.
Modelo?
Yeah.
Doesn't surprise me.
That doesn't surprise you? Modelo's the number one?
There's a lot of guys finishing a shift that want to get fucked up at 3 p.m.
Yeah, but a Miller High Life can't do that?
A lot of these guys, they're from Mexico.
You know what? Tip the cap, Kyle. You got a point there. I stand gay.
There's a place by me that I don't know where these guys, what building they work in, but there's like the remnants of a outdoor dining place that this like bodega has annexed. And like in the past 2 months, this bodega has gotten like a liquor license, I guess, and they've just been slinging Modelos. And these guys take over the outdoor dining like remains.
Okay.
And they just like you go by there anywhere between like 3 and 5 p.m. and they are getting shithoused.
Off Modelos. Modelo, if I were to guess, Modelo Tall Boys.
No, those little like hand grenade looking things.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I see a lot of. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I haven't seen a Modelo Tall Boy.
Oh, I've seen a Modelo Tall Boy. You know what's big around here? When I walk to the gym in the morning, there's always like nips near the trees.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. I saw it this morning.
Wednesday
morning.
I see that, but like I feel like I think there's a lot of kids on my block and they purposely step on. I see a lot of broken glass from nips on my block. I miss them as full nips and they just get shattered.
Go to Dorians on a Sunday morning. You'll see glass just all over the place.
Really? You like Dorians? Good food at Dorians.
Yeah. Listen, I've only gone out, like, to go out.
Right.
I've only gone out here to Dorians.
Did you see that TikTok about the Dorians bartender?
I've been telling it to everyone.
It's incredible.
Unbelievable. And everyone thinks I'm lying.
I want to verify it, though, because there's so much shit in the internet. If you don't know what we're talking about, there's this clip on TikTok about some like guy that bartended or like bar backed Dorians years ago.
It's a famous bar on the Upper East Side of Manhattan.
The preppy killer was there.
Yeah.
And allegedly the guy OJ was supposed to kill is like the head bartender manager there. And instead OJ like killed allegedly Ron Goldman. And
allegedly.
This guy supposedly like tells his story to all the people he's training. But there's so much bullshit on the internet these days where I'm like, I want to verify. Like they mentioned him in the TV show. I was like, I want to watch the TV show and see if they actually mention him because there's so much bullshit where like, if they give us one little fact like that, people go, oh, it's got to be true. He made a reference. It's like, yeah, but no one's following up on the fucking reference. I want to do some research, see if this is actually a true story. I want to believe it, but I'm tired of seeing stuff and then believing it and finding out 2 weeks later it's fake. Like, you remember Ren and Stimpy?
I know Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
So
where's this going?
There was a thing on the internet the other day I saw, and it was literally like Stimpy. Who was the skinny one? I don't remember who was who. It was the skinny, like pink one.
Yeah.
Was fucking the brown. Like he looks shaped like a bean.
Yeah.
It's like he was like essentially like titty fucking his ass cheeks.
Yeah.
With like his foot, and like it was like sleight of hand, but it was like it was supposed to be his dick, like type of thing.
Right.
And then the caption was, "Can't believe this was on Nickelodeon." And then you read all like the captions, like, "Oh my god, can't!" Like thousands of people saying, "Oh my god, can't believe this was on Nickelodeon," because it was actual the Ren and Stimpy cartoon.
It was.
But then in the captions they go, "No, this was a reboot for Spike TV 20 years later that went on like 2 a.m. one time." So it's like the shit people will believe just because they see one person like half-ass backing it up. That's starting to drive me crazy on the internet.
Well, I had a point, but I want to touch on this. 2 shows I wasn't allowed to watch growing up.
Ren and Stimpy was one of them too.
Ren and Stimpy.
Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
I think
Do we have the same parents?
Conservatives from Long Island.
Yeah, bingo.
Well, just one of my parents. But what's it called?
But I mean, I get it now.
Oh yeah. You see,
I didn't like Ren and Stimpy, so that wasn't a
me
problem.
neither. Did nothing for me.
But Rocko's Modern Life.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed.
Oh, you know what? I don't think it was Rocko's Modern. I think it might have been Animaniacs.
Really?
I think there was a lot of violence in Animaniacs.
There was violence in every cartoon.
I know, but I think you know what? I think Ren and Stimpy and Animaniacs ran back to back. So my parents were like, "You can't watch this one, you can't watch that one." So there was like an hour blocked off, like no fucking. It was either that or Rocko's Modern Life, but there definitely is like there's tons of like you watch Toy Story now. In the original Toy Story, the wallpaper in Sid's house, it's pot leaves.
Yeah.
You just don't notice it. Like there's tons of stuff like that. And you know those just like potheads in the animation department for Nickelodeon in '90 were just trying to get away with murder. So
well, they're drawing penises in the Little Mermaid castle.
Right.
They're putting sex in the stars.
Dude, I saw like a Greek or like ancient Rome statue the other day, like a picture of it, and the guy was like, it was like Jesus holding a fish, but from a certain angle, the fish's gills look like the bottom of Jesus' cock.
Oh.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And it's like this shit's been going on for centuries. So.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
People like to have fun.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry about it.
What are you gonna do?
But the original thing I was gonna say is I will believe anything on TikTok if it's edited well.
Yeah. Because you know how much effort goes into making
They can't lie.
Yeah. What type of lunatic would spend his time to make a lie via like it just speaks to how much mental illness is in social media, comedy, and just people trying to make it on the internet. I even realized today, like, no, it blows my mind how many people are like the internet, if anything, it's like it's normalized people, like men and women just being prostitutes. Like,
oh, yes.
Like, I can't believe how many times I'll run into like, 2.8 million followers on Instagram, and then an insane OnlyFans page, and tons of YouTube followers. And it's just like, what the? Like, it just.
But you're saying all the same person?
It's like the conglomerate of like.
Everyone's a media empire now.
Everyone's a media empire. Yeah. But the thing is, like, but at the same time, no one's fame. I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like trying to make I don't know how it's a joke, but like I feel bad for little kids because no one's gonna have references anymore. There's so many empires out there that there's gonna be no connection later on. Like we watched the same 40 movies that were like on cable every Sunday and Saturday. So you could be black, white, Spanish, doesn't matter. You'd be like, oh, that scene from Forrest Gump. Oh, that scene from Star Wars, or that scene from whatever fucking movie. Millions of people know that now, but now everything's so fractured. Kids, no one's gonna have anything to talk about.
No, I disagree. I think there's gonna be things, but way less. But in different forms. Like memes are the new thing.
But it's gonna leave people more fractured. There's gonna be no common ground for like, two white nerds that like anime. One's from Nebraska, one's from New York. They'll be able to talk about this anime streamer, porn star person. They'll connect on that. But like, you want the white guy from Nebraska to connect with like a Spanish guy from Virginia. They're going to have nothing to fucking talk about.
No, see, I think it's going to be, they're going to have stuff to talk about. It's just going to be way quicker. This week, it's the Titanic submarine.
Oh,
like it's being memed all over the place. It's being memed to the moon.
But I mean like on a deeper thing, not some like popcorn new media thing.
What do you mean? Like, I guess you mean like
I heard Bill Burr say this once. He said he was like topical material. It's like Doritos. It feels good in the moment, but there's no like nutritional, like long lasting value.
Yes.
Like, so whenever like stuff like memes, like we're going to forget about the Titanic in 2 fucking weeks. And who cares about that?
No, right. I agree.
So it's like, there's going to be like no like, and like what connection is like you talk to someone. I got to tell you about this thing I saw in Brooklyn, by the way. This reminded me of this. Speaking of like connection and like community. There's going to be like, oh, like I had this thing from my childhood. You're this person. We have on paper, we're completely different. You have the same thing from your childhood. And like we like, that's how like a real connection. It's like Inception, you know? Like any fucking douchebag can talk about whatever new media thing is. But speaking of this is
all right.
It's the same and different. This blew my mind. I'm going to Elliot Thompson, comedian guy, friend. He's got a mic,
friend of the pod,
and friend of the pod. He's got a mic in. It's like the border of like East Bushwick and Ridgewood.
Yeah.
And
you drive there?
No, I took the L and I walked through this park. It's like Marie something park.
Marie Hernandez Park.
Yes. It's Tuesday, 6 p.m. I'm walking through this park.
Yeah, boy.
There is a massive gathering around 2 volleyball courts.
Yes.
You know what I'm talking about? Have you seen this?
No, I don't know.
And then there's like, I'm going to say at least 15 like card tables. Half of them are playing, most of them are playing cards. Some are playing dominoes. And there's like little kids lemonade stands. There's like women with coolers. There's like a little barbecue going. There's just like, it was like, and 200 people all hanging out. Like, it just made me so jealous of just like
a neighborhood,
any type of community. Mm-hmm. Like white people would never do this. And not to be like, oh, white people. Like, I'm just like, New York white people would never in a million years fucking do this. And then I saw 2 crazy things. I didn't realize how much money was being gambled. These volleyball games, it was so fucking funny. So I'm just going to paint with a broad brush. They were all Ecuadorian because one guy was wearing an Ecuadorian like volleyball sweater. And they were all there's another picture I got to show you. They were all
You took a picture of this?
I took a bunch.
Black and white?
No, I didn't have my camera on me. I just have an iPhone, Rich. Come on.
Oh, no.
These guys.
You're an artist.
They were too short to like slam the volleyball.
Oh, that's funny.
So there was a dozen times where like they tried to slam it and just top of the net back, point the other way. And they were even too short. They were all too short to even like.
Volleyball was the wrong game.
Yeah. No, but the thing is, they were playing $100 ahead, 3-on-3.
What?
$300 game. I couldn't believe how much cash was getting exchanged at the end of the game. It was nuts. But like, you know, like, so you can't slam it. So you like get crafty. So you deke right to left.
Yeah.
They were even too short to do like the fake deke right, go left.
Yeah.
Even then, it was just hit the top of the fucking.
Teams.
Both teams, multiple times. No, and there was like 2 matches going on. I watched multiple matches. I was waiting. I got there a little early. It was something else. And then
probably thought you were an undercover.
The guys, they probably did. The card table, a couple fellas drinking Modelo's. They were
the boys.
They were drinking Modelo's too.
El hombres.
They got they were getting fucked up and a little, you know, you play cards, people get a little chirpy sometimes. These 2 guys start like a fight was about to break out, but then an elder took off his belt, folded it in half, started snapping it.
Love that.
I can't understand, but he starts pointing to the little kids around, like being like, "This is the fuck." I'm imagining this. What he's saying, like, "This is the example you want to set. Sit the fuck down." And I was like, "This is New York, baby. This is like people like I hate when hipsters are like, there's no more real New Yorkers." I'm like, learn how to speak Spanish, all right?
Yeah.
You'll find some, okay?
You might have walked into a time machine and hit the SAP button.
Yeah. There's the clip. There's the clip.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, literally, I was so jealous. I was like, but then I ran into Matt Pavich. You know Matt Pavich?
Yeah, I know Matt Pavich.
I was watching this game. It was fucking crazy. And then he goes, I was telling him how they were too short. He goes, wait. Were they playing volleyball or pom ball? And I go,
what's pom ball?
I go, it's pretty funny. There was a lot of times they were just like too unathletic to like pop it up. They were like palming it, and then it was like a delayed game of taps. You ever play taps?
Oh yeah,
and
not like nuke 'em.
And he go, yes, no, not like holding it.
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, that's the game for like the Spanish fellas in Queens. They play like it's like it's their modified version. I'm like, modified, lower the nets. How about that?
Right.
Yeah. It's clearly because this wasn't like nets that the park had set up. They brought the nets. They brought the card tables. They were playing with a soccer ball. Both sides.
Listen, pull your money together. Let's get a pickleball court going.
Yeah. Oh my God! Don't tell them about that. $100 a head.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
They would be the best in the world.
It'd be great if they played pickleball, but with no paddles. They're just like
they're palming it also. Yeah. Then they can find them.
They can slam it. Yeah. But it was I was just genuinely jealous. It was very cool.
Yeah, you get that around here, the neighborhood feel, which I do like.
You do, but it's just like it's people that are going to move to Connecticut or Westchester or Long Island, and they're friends with other. Like the kids aren't getting old enough to become like friends for life. You know, it's like people when they're like 2 or 3. You know, they're just it's a pit stop. Like I don't know. This is douchey as hell, but I think it'd be funny to call like even us, like we're not New Yorkers. We're just long-term tourists. That's what we are. We're overstaying our welcome in New York. Like there's no real New Yorkers anymore unless you're speaking Spanish. Like we're all just long-term tourists. That's the way I look at it.
Unless you're speaking Spanish.
Yeah, then if you're living in Ridgewood and you're speaking Spanish, you're a New Yorker. That's the new requirement.
If you take the 4-5 anywhere but Manhattan,
right? If
you're a real New Yorker.
If you know the stops past Park Place, you're a New Yorker. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know there were stops past Park Place.
Or whatever, past like Brooklyn, Manhattan.
No, what I was gonna say the G line because I feel like the G line. Everyone's talking about the G now.
The G blows. The G is it's the worst train in the city, and it's very gentrified.
It's extremely gentrified.
Yeah, it's not nothing to write home about.
And it comes like every 3 days.
It's literally the worst. It's borderline like. You ever been to a city where it's like we got a subway and it's just like one subway that goes like 200 yards?
Yeah,
that's what the G is.
It's like Denver.
Yeah, Denver, Boston.
Denver.
Oh, you don't like Denver?
No, I went once. It wasn't a great time. The homeless there are aggressive.
But the Chipotle is cheap.
But there's so much better Mexican.
I have a real problem with this. When people say New York doesn't have good Mexican.
Listen. Talk to the girl.
Tell the people.
I know a girl that's from Denver says this.
Like, it drives me.
There's fantastic Mexican here.
Everywhere. Some of the best Mexican, I think, is in New York. Oh, we don't have Mexicans in New York? Yes, we fucking do.
We got a lot of them.
Yeah, and they make good food.
Watch the news. They're being shipped in every day.
But yeah, I hate. You know what? If you're like from LA and you go have like a place in East LA, or if you're from San Antonio, yeah, you know what? You're probably gonna have slightly better, but don't shit on all Mexican across the fucking board like you own Mexican food because you saw. You know what? Also too, it's white people that have never they see one person that's not white and they go, we got good Mexican food here now. That's. I
don't think the girl I was referring to watches this, or at least this far into the episode. But you hear what he fucking said? Exactly what I said.
I was gonna say something just even more racist. I'm gonna bite my tongue on that one.
Yeah, well,
yeah.
Too late. CBS doesn't watch it.
Imagine the analogy. Anyway.
But here's the thing. How much time do we even have? We got like 2 minutes left. El Paso's Mexican is probably better than New York's.
Yeah.
But the comparison, the delta between the two is significantly smaller than everything else New York has that El Paso doesn't.
I'm going to pretend like I know what delta means here. And
with the gradient between the two.
Okay.
The difference.
Yeah.
The space between those two lines. Like El Paso's pizza is probably horseshit.
Like, you know, this is a great way to test these people that say New York doesn't have Mexican. Bring them to a shitty pizza place and see how much they rave about it. Because they don't know anything about anything. Because they're fucking idiots. They're tasteless losers, not from New York.
Classless.
Yeah.
If you put ranch on your pizza, you can't criticize anything.
Oh, my God, yeah. That's
another shot at her. Ranch on pizza is... Okay, there's two things.
The thing is, I don't want to shit on ranch on pizza. It is trashy, but I like a buffalo slice with a lot of blue cheese on it, which is kind of the same thing. So I'm not going to...
It's not the same thing.
Yeah.
Ranch on pizza.
I think ranch on anything is trash.
Well, yeah, that's just ranch. Yeah. But
ooh, nothing worse than a dating profile that mentions ranch. You could be
oh my
a Victoria's Secret model. If I see ranch on there anywhere, out. Even if you're addressing ranch as a thing, even if you don't like it, I don't want it in my life.
Yeah, but I know that's who I'm going to end up with. Some ranch drinking nurse.
Yeah. Hey.
I mean, you too. You're Long Island too.
But I'm on Raya though, so I'm gonna fuck myself.
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
out of it. I'm gonna fuck out of it.
Yeah, you'll date Nurse Jackie.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dina Menzel. That's not who it is. Who is it?
Edie Falco,
Thank you.
printing house member. See her all the time. Edie, I love you.
She was a patient of mine at one point. Just broke HIPAA law.
I just broke the Equinox code.
That's right. I've seen her with her shirt off.
Really?
Yeah.
Bra on?
No, well, we had to put the electrodes on.
Interesting.
Yeah. She had breast cancer.
Yeah, you're just breaking more laws now.
Yeah. Listen, you steal from CVS. I talk about people's healthcare history.
I'm not even just backtracking. I have been stealing less from CVS. I've just been, you know what I've been stealing less, but I've been stealing in more creative ways where I'm like, if you're not catching me, you deserve to get this stolen.
What does that mean?
Like I'll be at the self-checkout guy. There'll be a guy literally helping me at the self-checkout, and I'll just put an extra Gatorade in my bag that I didn't swipe. If you're not calling me out for that, I'm gonna do that every fucking time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, you play it like slashing in lacrosse.
Yeah. If you saw it, you didn't want to call it,
That's on you.
It's not a foul. Yeah.
USA Canada tonight.
It's right now.
No, it's at 10 p.m.
I thought it was 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Western.
What?
Yeah.
No.
The game's probably over.
No. That's not how it
7
works.
p.m. Eastern.
Say that again.
10 p.m. No, yeah.
No.
Oh, it's 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m.
Yeah. Pacific.
Interesting.
That's in San Diego.
You know what's so funny? I want to... By the way, Inside Lacrosse, you're the worst fucking website. I hope you go out of business. I hope you... There's so many other better outlets emerging in the lacrosse world right now. But the amount of spelling errors and like just poorly written articles on that website is... Besides their whole like awful woke ideology, which I'm sick of. But I swear to God, today I was reading this on one of like their tweets. I swear to God, it said 7 p.m. Eastern, 10 p.m. Pacific. Because I know that difference. I just... In my head, that's how
you saw the tweet.
I saw like the photo, like the memory. I was like, in my mind, I saw it like that. Yeah, fuck Inside Lacrosse.
Yeah, it's your fault that Kyle fucked up time zone.
It is. You guys can't write
You
for shit.
scumbag woke bastards.
You are. It's a terrible website.
You got anything to plug?
Subscribe to my YouTube channel and my Instagram at Kyle Amara.
You putting shorts up?
My shorts are on there. My short films. I've been working on this project for the past like 6 months. I started doing clips, and then this project took over. I'm gonna get back into clips, but it's all gonna be just YouTube and Instagram.
Want to show your feet?
Everyone I know that watched your clips hates your feet, so no, I'm gonna keep my feet below.
You clearly don't read the comments. All right.